Brian Tyson. I thought that it was appropriate to have this news conference here at this fire hall. This is a shocking loss for this community. And let me first offer my sincere and deepest condolences to the families of Fire Chief Jeffrey Buck and Assistant Fire Chief Raymond Schick Jr. Robert Schick Jr., sorry. We share in their pain in this tragic incident that resulted in the loss of life to 2 volunteer firefighters and leaders of this fire department. This is a small community. This community is grieving. The fire company is grieving. Losing 2 leaders of this fire company by a tragic criminal motor vehicle accident is very difficult. And these individuals were volunteers. They gave their time to benefit others, and we need volunteers in our communities, and to lose their life while volunteering makes this even more tragic. So let me speak briefly about what happened. On April 4th, first responders in the Fleetwood area, including members of the Walnuttown Fire Company, the Fleetwood Police, search and rescue agencies, and other fire companies were searching for a 60-year-old missing female. It was not just this Walnuttown Fire Company. There were numerous fire companies, search and rescue, police, looking for this 60-year-old woman. During the search, the fire chief and the assistant fire chief were in a UTV vehicle. The UTV vehicle was on the shoulder of the road on Route 222, and I know in the affidavit of probable cause it refers to Kutztown Road. That's the name of the road also. Most of us refer to it as 222. The UTV was southbound, on the southbound shoulder facing north. It was on the shoulder. The UTV was, if it was moving, it was not moving very, very fast. The defendant's vehicle, a Toyota Camry, and it wasn't his vehicle, by the way, the vehicle he was driving was a Toyota Camry, and that vehicle was traveling south on Route 222. He was weaving back and forth on the roadway. And we have a number of witnesses who watched this vehicle. It was weaving. We've also located some dash cam video of this area at the time of the accident from other vehicles. The Toyota Camry, while it's traveling southbound, left his lane of travel and drove onto the shoulder of the roadway, which is not permitted. And that's where he hit the defendant's vehicle, the UTV, head on. The firefighters were in the UTV on the southbound shoulder. They were facing northbound. Immediately after this accident, the witnesses told police that the 2 individuals who were in the Toyota Camry immediately fled the scene. And they were found shortly thereafter as a result of a witness spotting them and calling 911, and they were found on Kraus Road, which is nearby. The defendant and the passenger were apprehended by several responding police officers, and they were immediately detained. The defendant driver, Alexander Sepulveda Rivera, was one of the individuals detained on Kraus Road. He was immediately, after being Mirandized, was interviewed, and he admitted driving the vehicle. He said he fell asleep, and he admitted he had smoked marijuana the same day. He was also found with a crack pipe, and he admitted that that crack pipe was his. Responding police believed the defendant was under the influence of a controlled substance and that he was incapable of safe driving. By the way, the driver, the defendant, did not have a driver's license. And I believe he never had a driver's license, but we are looking into that. He did submit to a blood test. We are awaiting the toxicology. We would expect to have that toxicology results back within the next 5 to 7 days. We're not certain why he drove onto the roadway, onto the shoulder, other than that he was under the influence of most likely controlled substances. He was driving in a reckless manner and in a manner where he should not have been behind the wheel of this vehicle. We have charged the defendant with 2 counts of homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, 2 counts of homicide by vehicle, accidents involving death or personal injury, accidents involving death or personal injury while not properly licensed, DUI, drivers required to be licensed, driving on roadways lane for traffic, reckless driving, 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, careless driving, driving vehicle at safe speed, immediate notice of accident to police department, and duty to information and render aid. This accident happened Saturday, 5-ish. The defendant was charged with these offenses late Sunday evening. He was immediately, once detained at the scene, a check revealed that he had an outstanding bench warrant out of the Court of Common Pleas, and he was detained and arrested and taken to Berks County Jail on Saturday evening as a result of that bench warrant. It turns out that he had a second bench warrant for a second pending charge in the Berks County Court of Common Pleas. Those 2 bench warrants were handled in court on Monday, and his bail was revoked on one of those charges, and his bail was set at $25,000 on the other charge. He was also arraigned on the charges that I just stated to you on Monday morning by Magisterial District Justice Gail Greth, and bail was set at $500,000. This was a tragic, fatal, horrific accident. Both victims were pronounced deceased soon after the accident, one at Lehigh Valley Hospital and the other at the Reading Hospital. 2 lost lives. 2 first responders lost their life in the line of duty, caused by an individual who never had a driver's license, who had no respect for the law. Our communities in Pennsylvania rely on our volunteers to fight fires, respond to accidents, search for people who are lost, and they're losing their life in the line of duty is not what they or their families bargained for. This is an ongoing investigation. We are waiting for the final toxicology results and for the final accident reconstruction report. If the defendant is convicted of these charges, he faces many years behind bars. I cannot even describe in words the loss that has occurred when we lose the life of two volunteers who were out helping our communities. It makes it just hard to swallow. And my deepest heartfelt condolences go to these families, this fire company, and all of the people associated with this case and this investigation. I think I have just a few other comments. We have not found the owner of the vehicle. We are still looking for him, searching to find him because we are not sure of the ownership. Of course, we know who was driving. We don't know if he had permission. We're still looking for him. And as I said, it's an ongoing investigation. Thank you. I would like to turn this over to Chief Dale Allshafer of the Fleetwood Police at this time.
Thank you, John. Good morning. My name is Chief Dale Allshafer of the Fleetwood Police Department. First, and on behalf of the Fleetwood Police Department, I would like to offer my sincerest condolences to the families, friends, and to the Walnuttown Fire Company for their unimaginable loss of Chief Jeff Buck and Assistant Chief Robert Schick Jr. We, the emergency services as a whole, are deeply saddened by such a tragic loss. Thank you to the media for being here to bring to the forefront the commitment and sacrifice to the communities that Chief Buck and Assistant Chief Schick served. I'd also like to thank the Berks County District Attorney's Office, in particular District Attorney John Adams, Assistant District Attorney Jason Glessner, the Berks County Crash Investigation Team, and my own Sergeant Thomas Folk of the Fleetwood Police Department for their unwavering dedication and assistance with this tragedy. I'd also like to thank all the first responders who assisted on the scene, including fire personnel, EMS, and neighboring police departments. These heroes not only served their community for many years, but they were also fathers, husbands, mentors, and friends. Their unwavering commitment to the community they served never went unnoticed, and they will never be forgotten. The rest of my notes, unfortunately, cover already what District Attorney John Adams has already spoken about. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything. The only thing I have to add that wasn't added already to the information is we urge, if anyone has witnessed this accident and has not contacted our department, to please do so. All information is helpful to us for this ongoing investigation, and our department can reach that 610-944-7011. Thank you.
I'd like to ask Lieutenant Brian Tyson of the Walnuttown Fire Company to share his thoughts with us at this time.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Just wanted to share a couple comments on behalf of the fire company here at Walnuttown. As it was already stated, our initial means for being out there was to assist in looking for a missing female. while we were putting our best efforts out to assist in any way we could. Unfortunately, this tragedy happened. Chief Buck and Assistant Chief Schick were two of the greatest mentors of this department to all of us active members, support members, members that we've had in the past, and the community. It didn't matter what kind of call it was. When we get dispatched, we go out with the same purpose and goal every time, and that's to assist the people that are in need. Unfortunately, other people were not thinking in the proper capacity, and this is how we are in this situation now. To the community, especially of Richmond Township and our surrounding communities, we just want you to know that as we're working through this time, our main focus is on our two past chiefs and their families, along with our family here as a whole. But in a short time, we will be back answering calls, responding to any needs in the township, our mutual aid departments, assisting them in the same efforts that we were taught from our two chiefs. So just want everybody to keep that in mind, that once we grieve, we lay our two chiefs to rest, we will be back to responding to calls as we normally would on any given day. And I just want to thank my crews and the crews that assisted us for both the search and for the accident involving our two chiefs, and the support of other departments. That's the other main goal I want to put out there right now, is the community and the support from local mutual aid fire companies from all over this area of the state. We have multiple different agencies from different counties that are dedicating their time to being here for us, so that when there is an emergency incident, they can handle the call for us. Our other department in the township, Virginville Fire Company, they are also out of service and grieving with us at this time. We have departments at their station as well, assisting for their calls. So at this further time, I don't have any information to give out, but I just wanted to thank everybody for your support. It means a lot to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
What do we,
John, can you talk a little bit about the woman who was with Rivera, the connection, and is she facing any charges?
Yes, she has been interviewed. She has been cooperative with the investigation. At this point, she is not facing any charges. But as I had stated previously, it's an ongoing investigation. But at this point, she has not been charged, and we have not made any decisions. But she is cooperative, and it's an ongoing investigation.
And that vehicle, can you say where that vehicle is registered to?
Yeah, it's registered in Pennsylvania, and we know the identity of the owner, and we are looking for him.
Any idea about how long Rivera was in Pennsylvania for? I know you talked about other charges.
Well, so yes, all his criminal history, and he's got a little bit of a criminal history. He's been in, I think, in the Reading area for a number of years. He's a citizen of the United States, and he's definitely been in the area. I don't know how long, but I do know that based upon my review of records, he's been here since at least 2020, not 1920, 2020.
Now, when you say this car wasn't Rivera's, are you saying it was stolen, borrowed?
Well, that is what we're trying to determine. We do not know that, and that is part of our investigation to determine if he had permission to have that vehicle, or if he had taken the vehicle and not returned it, or was it stolen? That is definitely something that we hope to determine in the very near future. But at this point, we have not located the owner, and we are asking the owner to please contact the Fleetwood Police Department, as that is something that we really would like to find out.
If he did have permission to drive the vehicle, could they also be charged in this incident?
No, not on the facts that we have to date, no.
Has Rivera shown any remorse after being arrested for what he did?
I have not seen him in our court. He had appeared in court yesterday. However, all his appearances were virtual. So he appeared in court while incarcerated at Berks County Jail, including his preliminary arraignment.
You mentioned Rivera has a criminal history. Is a lot of it drug-related things? Or
He's got a drug-related charge. He also has a firearms not to be carried without a license charge from, I believe, 2022. And he had a pending charge. One charge was drug paraphernalia. The other pending charge was receiving stolen property. Yeah, and that's what was pending at the time of this incident.
did you mention the bail is set at $500,000?
That's correct.
Was there any talks of raising that, or does that seem a little low for the situation?
I sincerely doubt that this defendant can post that amount of bail. He also has two other pending criminal charges, one of which the bail was set at $25,000. The other charge, the bail was revoked, meaning that he can't post bail. So he's not going anywhere.
What was the charge that the bail was revoked for?
That was possession of drug paraphernalia. Anything else? I want to take this time to thank you. This has been a difficult time for this family, for this fire company, and I just thought this was the proper venue to have this news conference, and I want to thank you for coming. That'll be it.